Hey everyone. So yeah, it's been a little while. I'm really sorry. This summer was pretty crazy. It was amazing. As you know, I worked at Be Our Guest over the summer and it was like a dream. It was incredible and I loved every second of it. Loved it so much that I want to go back. Obviously. I apologize about the summer because I had a long summer and my hours were kind of crazy. It was a lot different from my first program because I only worked mornings ever. That's all I ever worked. So I never really had I'm not a morning person, so working in the morning was a struggle. Just because it was so early and I had to get up so early to get there on time. So I didn't really do as much as I could have done. I could have went to the park some more, and I don't know. I feel like I just didn't take advantage of it as much. And then on a different note, my mother, my not my mother, goodness, my grandmother actually passed away a week before the end of my program, which was a shock. So I ended up kind of took an abrupt halt from vlogging and from everything. I flew home. It was exactly a week before my program ended that I flew home for a few days for the funeral, flew back to finish off my program and really to say goodbye to everyone because I didn't say really bye. Packed up everything and went back home. So now I'm in my last semester right now, and I think it was about 3 to 4 days after I got home where the applications for the spring college program of 2017, for some reason they dropped the applications really early. They dropped them like 3 or 4 days after I got home. I applied immediately, and sadly I was denied. I never got an email that said, no, we don't want you to work for us, but I checked my dashboard, and my dashboard stated that I was no longer in consideration, which kind of broke my heart a lot. And it was just a whirlwind of sadness and frustration and fear. I was terrified because then I didn't know what I was going to do with myself come the spring. I finally came to terms with it, and I decided that I would stay here, maybe even in Boston, like get myself going, save up, and then head back down to Disney when I was ready or when they wanted me. All of a sudden, last week, on I think it was last Wednesday, I got an email saying that I needed to go on and do my web-based interview. And I was very confused. I was like, is this a joke? Like, what's going on? And I went and checked my dashboard, and it said for the spring 2017 college program, action required, which meant I had to go fill out my web-based interview. I don't know what happened. I don't know why. I don't know why they changed their minds, why they said no in the first place. I don't know if they made a mistake. I don't know what's going on, but I have my phone interview today. I have it in about an hour and a half. I'm gonna try and videotape a little bit because this is something that I never did that I've seen. I watched a bunch of videos and I've seen a bunch of notes, so I'm gonna get myself prepared. I have myself set up. I'm gonna write down a few notes, make sure I have everything ready, mentally prepare myself. Gonna have a system now. It's my third time going. But yeah, I'll try and record a little bit. I don't think you'll be able to hear the interviewer. I'm not going to put her on speakerphone because that's not professional. So I will try and video as much as I can because I know how much that helped me when I was first applying for the program. We'll see how it goes. I will definitely keep you updated. I am definitely hopeful for sure. I want to go back, and I hope they want me. I don't know what made them change their minds in the first place, but okay. So yeah, we'll keep in touch. Okay, it's now 6:40, 5 minutes, and I'll have the 15-minute mark, because they can call 15 minutes before, 15 minutes after. I don't know why. I think after 2 times, this being my third time, I would be better at this. No, I still get incredibly nervous. Everybody gets nervous. It's Disney. Yeah. I'm listening to Cinderella to try and chill me out. Okay. Deep breaths, guys. Actually, my phone just rang, and it ended up just being somebody from my class asking for homework, but I freaked out and I was like, what? It's not even time. And then I answered it. I was like, look, I can't talk. I have to let you go. I have an interview with the Disney. And he was like, okay, just call me back later. Stressed. Okay. De-stressing. Almost time. Okay, deep breath. Oh my god, it's 3 minutes. Okay. Okay, so through all that, I just went and watched it all back, and I picked out what she had asked me by my answers. Oh my god, that was scary too. I was terrified, but it was fine. She was very nice. Okay, so it started off with her asking if this is the right time, if this is a good time for us to talk, whatever. And I was like, yeah, this is fine. And then she quickly ran through what we would talk about, how we would go through my past experience and some questions or whatever. And then weird thing is she asked if I was still on the program now. And I was like, oh, no, I just did summer alumni. I finished back in, I don't even remember, July, August. And she was like, oh, that's strange because it says you're still active. And I was like, no, I didn't. Like, I'm done my program. She asked me why I wanted to do the program. What encouraged me to want to do the Disney College program. And then she kept she would ask me a serious question like that, and I would go into serious detail. And she didn't talk that much, but I talked for a very long time. And then she'd be like, oh, that's a great answer. Oh, perfect. Okay. And then she'd be like, just want to know, like, if you have full availability, like, to work weekends and nights. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's fine. And she kept doing that. Like, she would ask me a serious question. I would talk for a while, and then she'd, like, jump in with, like, a Disney look question or something like that. Yeah, because then she asked about the Disney look and if it was okay that, like, I follow Disney look. And I was like, oh, yeah, I just have my ears pierced. Like, that's it. She wanted to know where I lived on my first program, and what I liked most about it. I talked about my roomies. I lived in Patterson too. I lived in Patterson twice actually, and I told her about that. And then she asked if I was in Rhode Island now, if I was still living in Rhode Island, and that I was in school now. And I said, yep, yeah, I live in Rhode Island. Well, I'm actually living at school right now, but my home is in Rhode Island. And she goes, oh, I noted you're a senior. You must be done soon. I was like, actually, yeah, this is my last semester. And she was like, oh, well, congratulations. And then she had me go through all of my job experience, which, fun fact, make sure you have your resume in front of you or you all know your experience very well, because I was trying to run through everything in my head. And I started in high school, and then I was like, well, I did that, and then I did this, and then I went to, and I, like, couldn't focus, like, I couldn't remember everything. Well, I remembered everything, but it was a little hard to remember everything in order. And then she asked, just to clarify, because they always have to clarify, that I applied for, my first choice was Spring Advantage, so it was January until, I think, August, and then my second was Spring, which was, like, till May, February to May or January to May. It was shorter. And then she asked if I had cash handling experience. Why did she ask for that? There was something that led up to that. I don't remember. I think she just must have said, oh, in your past experience. She asked if I had cash handling experience, and I brought up all the times that I had. Then she asked if I had any have to deal with any emergency situation. Then we went through the top roles I picked, which when I brought them up I had 3. Then we talked about, oh, she asked if I schedule my day well. She asked if I had any questions for her, so I asked a few questions. I asked a question about her specifically, and that was like kind of, not broke the ice, but it was like more of a conversation than it was an interview, which was nice because she was really nice about it. Then we got disconnected for a few minutes. It wasn't a few minutes. It was more like 20 seconds, but I like had a mini heart attack. She called back, thankfully. She called back. And she was like, okay, I just want to make sure, like, she told me that I would hear the end of this month, which, of course, today is October 3rd. And then she said if I had any more questions to go on the website, because there's some great tips and help on the websites. And then that was it. Now I guess I just gotta wait. I think it went pretty well, though, right? It seemed pretty well. Okay. Have a magical day, everybody.
Well done, Ella. My turn.